Fujino shares a secret with Kyomoto toward the end of Look Back that she doesn't even like to draw all that much. It's a pain in the butt, it takes forever, and it's certainly not as glamorous as you might think. But when Kyomoto hears this secret, she's very reasonably puzzled, because Fujino had dedicated her life to drawing. And anyways, the two of them spent every waking moment of their lives together, perfecting their craft as mangaka. And so Kyomoto asks Fujino, why do you lead this kind of life if you don't even like to draw? Fujino does not answer this question directly within the confines of Look Back, but the story does present a kind of indirect answer with a sequence of images that reflect back the meaning of Fujino's life. These images initially show Fujino drawing alone in her room and leading a contemplative, solitary life. But then they undergo a change of tone, and we see a number of frames where Fujino is drawing together with Kyomoto. They share meals together over their sketches. They fall asleep together on the floor after working through the night. They laugh together. We see Kyomoto crying over a panel from Fujino's latest work. It is clear from these images that Fujino draws because of the life that she shares with Kyomoto. Drawing was a happiness that brought the two of them together. It evoked the spectrum of emotion when it functioned as a bond of friendship, and it never really made sense to Fujino as a craft to practice entirely on her own. And that inner truth is part of what made their friendship so tragic in the story of Look Back. When Kyomoto was killed, Fujino also lost the very purpose and happiness of her life. She lost the reason why she draws, and all that remained was a labor that sucked her spirit dry. In the days after Kyomoto died, Fujino would construct a fantasy in her head as a way of coping with her loss. She dreamed up an alternate reality in which the two of them had never met in their childhood. Fujino had abandoned the craft of drawing in the 6th grade, and this allowed her to fortuitously save Kyomoto's life from her killer at art school. Because if Fujino did not draw, then she would not be working on her manga in some office when it happened. She could be anywhere else in the world, and so she chose to save Kyomoto. But then at the end of this little fantasy, Fujino announces to Kyomoto that she's preparing to draw manga again after her long hiatus, and perhaps the two of them could work together. I think this invitation that Fujino extends to Kyomoto in this alternate reality is itself a part of the answer that Fujino never gave to Kyomoto about the reason why she draws. Fujino draws for Kyomoto as a way of being with Kyomoto and living together as friends.